Welcome to Hindsight Tonight. I'm Damian Muziani, and here is this week's theme. Enjoy. Speaking of, we hope you didn't blink over the last 30 days or you would have missed the entire life cycle of that fourth estate juggernaut known as CNN Plus, the biggest bomb of 2022 after that 355 movie. The beleaguered cable news service, which tried to cash in on hopes of new streaming revenue, reportedly dumped hundreds of millions of dollars into the failed project, which only landed 10,000 viewers across the world. Hindsight got more clicks last month. Maybe they should have called it CNN Minus, or even better, CNN Divided. Since the pandemic hit, the station punished President Jeff Zucker because he thought he was above the law, Chris Cuomo thought he was above the law, and Jeffrey Toobin thought he was, well, below the camera frame. With all that action on the mothership, I don't know why we needed a second CNN anyway. I mean, Anderson Cooper had really cornered the market on all relevant news already, all by himself.
In fact, you might recognize that ordinary guy right there in the middle. His name is Damian Muziani. We found him here working as an extra in a sketch on Saturday Night Live.
That's crack journalism right there. Maybe instead of trying to reinvent the future, CNN should have just continued living in the past. Fox News shows Grace, but unfortunately it's Nancy Grace. Former prosecutor, former talk show host, and current owner of nostrils so flared it looks like she could snort the entire city of Medellin in Colombia. Grace was quick to respond to the arrest of accused Idaho co-ed killer Bryan Kohberger by saying Kohberger was clearly guilty because...
What does that tell me? He is obsessive. He is fastidious. He's about 6 feet tall. He's socially awkward. He planned this whole thing out. Did you...
No. Wait a minute, Nancy. 6 feet tall and fastidious and awkward? So that means the killer could be Mr. Bean? Way to narrow that down. Who needs that silly DNA, which in this case stands for Dumb Nancy's Advice? Look, we're not saying Kohberger is innocent, but when will media groups learn that Nancy Grace screws these things up all the time? Did you forget about those Duke lacrosse players? You know, the ones that were falsely accused of rape and yet...
I know that there are witnesses that are ultimately going to come forward and name the 3 men in the bathroom with this girl.
No! There were no witnesses to the rape because the rape didn't happen. But 3 innocent young men were chased around by a one-woman flaming, pitchfork-wielding mob of townspeople named Nancy. And how about addressing the accidental and tragic death of a toddler?
Did mommy booze it up and kill her baby? My question is, why no murder one charges? But hold on, let's start our experiment. Here you go, here's the one.
No murder charges because Nancy Grace shamed the mother into burning herself alive. But we know who really lit the match, right? Creating a PR stunt that saw anchor Don Lemon announce that he was ending his reign as host of CNN Tonight, only to psych us out by later tweeting that nothing is changing except the name, sort of. Now it's Don Lemon Tonight. Brave, daring journalism, Don. Are your ratings really that bad now? Ooh, yeah, okay, I get it now. Look, Democrats are in charge across the board, so why not have some fun now, Don? Call your show Dandy Don's Twist of Lemon Tonight. You're welcome. But journalistic integrity imploded as well. Over a tense 4-day waiting period after the sub disappeared, one unverified report of banging noises being heard near the location of the sub every 30 minutes spread across the seas like Valdez oil. But all searchers found in the water was a school of proverbial red herring. NewsNation actually put up an oxygen countdown clock on their newscast so you could set your watch to the very second that the Titan passengers would suffocate. Wow, classy and totally accurate science there. Rebuild the Titan and put these 2 on board and launch it. Bon voyage, boys. And that's your news. Have a great week. Don't forget to like us and subscribe. And I'll see you next Sunday with Fresh Hindsight.